Our next guest is a very talented singer and actor, best known for his work on Northern Exposure, Quiz Show, Numbers, and you can watch him on the series Billions. Please welcome Rob Morrow!
You guys probably don't even know that. That's the theme song to Northern Exposure. How many people know Northern Exposure? Oh my God, one fucking person. What the hell? Northern Exposure was a show I did from 1990 to 95, and it was a cult hit, and it was really cool. It had dealt with all kinds of interesting stuff, spiritual, humor, highbrow, lowbrow. It was a great literary show, comedy, drama, worth checking out. It's going to be streaming pretty soon. We're talking about doing some new ones, so maybe y'all catch up on it. Yeah. This is my great friend Carlos Calvo, and Carlos and I have been writing music for many years now and performing around, and we have a single out that we're going to do a little bit later, but now we're going to do one of our new songs that we just recorded that is not out yet. It's called As Good as Dead. Are you good? It's dead. Good, you're dead. Yeah. Is there anything we can do to get Carlos plugged in here? I'm good. That's all that matters. There we go. All right, y'all want us to just kick in here? All right, here we go. This is called As Good as Dead. You left me just like you have said. I'm deaf, no songs in my head. What good things come to bad ends? Gonna miss those things I do. Gonna miss those ways that we move. I know that wants and needs won't give me what I seek, and I know that pleasures last just as long as they can be. I know that who I am ain't the voices in my head, the value in my bed. I'm as good as dead. I'm lost, left to float in red. You are hiding so much left unsaid. Why the good things come to bad ends? You're gonna miss those things I do. You're gonna miss those ways we move. I know that wants and needs won't give me what I seek, and I know that pleasures last just as long as they can be. I know that who I am ain't the voices in my head, and I know that words mean little, but I'm so crippled without you in my bed. Oh, I'm as good as, come on, Carlos. Without you in my bed, I'm good as dead. I know the wants and needs won't give me what I seek. I know the pleasures will last just as long as they can be. I know that who I am ain't the voices in my head. Oh, I know that words mean little, but I'm just so crippled you in my bed. Yeah, I'm as good as dead. That you in my bed. I'm as good as dead. I'm as good as dead. One more. You're right. You got you all dialed in there?
Morrow, come on!
Thanks.
One more, buddy, one more.
You good? You feel all right with you? All right, so this is our single that just came out last week, and this is called The New Face. Oh, you don't have a mic? When you...
What?
I just want to make... I got my own mic back, so sorry, we'll start that one more time. Ready?
One more time!
There we go.
That was distracting?
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, when you were young and sweet, you used to love to sing and play. Wherever you went, your laughter would ring out all day. I never knew what happened when you had to go inside. Something said in the times it would make you run and hide. Well, that's the new face. La, la, la. Yeah, the new face. La, 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 la. Yeah, it's taking your place. Can't find you anymore. You went out into a crowded field. They all look the same, thinking it's a power that they wield. What has happened that makes us give up on ourselves? Things that make us special get lost in the game of stealth. Yeah, that's the new face. La, la, la. La, 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 la. It's taking your place. Well, that's the new face of a new face of a new face. Yeah, the new face. Yeah, it's taking your place.
Morrow.
Carlos
Bravo! grab a seat. Come grab a seat.
Holy cow.
That was amazing.
Damn.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
That's so good. Where can they find the single you just did?
Don't worry. You come. You sit. Don't worry. I got him. It's okay. Sure, sure. Please. Yes, of course.
Totally. I mean, I'll steal it, but like you do you.
Rob, how are you?
I'm so excellent. Thanks for having me here. I've had a busy night. I did a benefit tonight for City of Hope at the El Rey Theater, so I've been singing a lot tonight.
Awesome.
Well, you sound incredible. You guys sound awesome. How long have you been playing together?
Seems like minutes.
7 years. I don't know. Like 5, 6, 7 years, somewhere in there.
Where did you guys meet? Where did that happen?
We met. He was recommended to me as a guitar teacher, and we started working together.
First AD introduced us.
A first AD named.
That's so Hollywood, right?
Yeah, that really is. That
Carlos
really
is like the guitar teacher of the stars. He's taught like David Duchovny, Adam Levine.
my God.
What's the guy? Jonah Hill.
Wow.
Like and someone recently, some badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Who was it? Who was it?
I'm Morrow.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Come
I know
on.
someone I loved. Yes, that guy's amazing.
No, you guys sound
You're,
really
you're
incredible,
only our
man.
third musical guest we've ever had because we've had Lisa Loeb,
Yeah, we've had
E.G.
Lisa
Daly,
Loeb.
and now you.
I
Yeah.
saw Lisa. Who was the second one in here?
E.G.
E.G.
Daly.
Daly.
Cool,
Yeah.
And who was a guest? She was the musical guest on Saturday Night Live, and you hosted Saturday Night Live.
Did. I hosted Saturday Night Live, and Nirvana was the band.
Get
Holy
the
shit.
fuck out of here!
Wait, and check it out. And they I have so many good stories about that night because I was just there in December, and Dave Grohl was there with the Foo Fighters, and I went back. I was back in the day when I hosted the show. My dressing room was right next to theirs, and I'm there all week, Monday through Friday, and they show up Friday, and they're across the room from me, like just like there's just like 5 feet, and there's a door, and it's their dressing room. And I knew them a little bit because we all lived in Seattle, but I wanted to go say hi. And I walk in the dressing room, and they're all in this small room, and Kurt Cobain is out cold on the floor. I mean, he's out cold, and no one said a word. No one acknowledged that he was out cold. But so I had to step over him to say, "Hey, man, how are you? What's up?" And Courtney and Dave, and they were all there. But I kept stepping over Kurt. And so then now cut to this December, I'm at SNL just hanging out, and they're the band, and I go into that same dressing room where the Foo Fighters are there, and Dave's like, "What do you remember from that night?" And I was like, "I remember standing right here, stepping over." And he said that was the night they all had realized that Kurt had a heroin problem that night.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they went on the show and trashed the set.
Yeah.
And got in a lot of trouble. And Lorne Michaels said they would never be allowed on the show, and it was a big controversy, and it was weird.
That's so fucking weird. That's amazing.
It was
That's
crazy.
a great story.
It's a
man.
good story,
I love
right?
that. That's
Now-
incredible. That's incredible. I love that.
In your career, you've played a fair number of real people.
I have, yeah.
Because like in Quiz Show, you played an actual real person. In the OJ story that was just on, you played a real person. When you play somebody who's like a living human being, like do you go meet with them ahead of time, or how do you prepare for that?
Yeah, like in Quiz Show, Richard Goodwin, who just passed away, amazing guy. Richard Goodwin. So I did this movie called Quiz Show that Robert Redford directed, thank you. And it was me and Ray Fiennes and John Turturro and all these amazing actors. And it was about the quiz show scandals of the late 50s, which were really significant because it basically, I mean, to now it seems like it's nothing, but it basically said that all of these TV shows were corrupt and the results were, planned out in advance. But it was a big scandal. And the guy that I played was the federal investigator who looked into it. And he went on to be a speechwriter for JFK and Bobby. And when I was prepping to do the movie, I spent time with him up in Massachusetts. He just passed away 3 weeks ago. And His
Wow.
wife was Doris Kearns Goodwin, who was an amazing writer in her own right. Wrote
Yeah.
the Lincoln
The
book.
Lincoln book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Team of Rivals.
Team of Rivals. And
Wow.
she's an and she hadn't.
That was some deep.
That's a
See
deep
what
cut,
I
dude.
did there?
Deep cut, man.
See what I did there?
Loved
It
it.
was amazing. But Dick
Into
Goodwin was
books.
so when the movie came out, I was down in D.C. They were doing a bunch of premieres, and Dick was like, "You want to go hang out?" And he knew everyone because he was a speechwriter for JFK. Bobby, he was like, "You want to go hang out?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." And he goes, "You want to go to the White House?" And I was like, "Okay." So next thing we're walking in the Oval Office and the whole thing, and then we end up at the gravesite for Robert F. Kennedy, and in granite on the wall is written in inscribed the Tiny Ripples of Hope speech. Y'all know that? It's a great,
Yeah.
Yep.
amazing speech. And
I do it at karaoke.
anyway, Dick kind of nonchalantly looks up and goes, "I wrote that."
No way! That's amazing. Oh my God, that's incredible. We just had a guy on our show, James Maslow, and I think we can talk about this because no one. Every time we've tried to talk about it, it's kind of been shut down. Like we've gone to press to talk to presses. We've been approached by press, and then nothing's come out. Like we've had a couple of times with this. Well, James Maslow was.
He was just on Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah, he was on Celebrity Big Brother, and which is a game show type. It's a type of game show where you win a lot of money at the end of the show, and part of the deal of that show is
At the end of quiz show, my character says, "They say, aren't you glad you got the quiz show? You got these guys?" And they say, and I say, "No, we didn't get the game shows. They got us."
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
and here we are in the world we live in, and with the fucking president.
What ended up happening? It's okay. What ended up happening is we're interviewing him and we're talking to him about Big Brother, and he goes, "Oh yeah, he goes, I'm not probably supposed to say this, but Meta World Peace, who is also one of the cast members on Big Brother, kept sneaking out the fire escape in the middle of the lot and would go see his family." And would just
you're supposed to be
leave the
locked
show
in.
because you're supposed to be the part of the deal with the show is
Oh,
you're
right,
locked onto a
right, of
set.
course.
And that's how the game is played, is that you can't leave, and so you go crazy. And he would just fucking leave in the middle of the night.
Love
That's the quote. We're not going to get TV. TV's going to get us.
I love it.
man.
It's so
Yeah.
good. There's a movie that you were in that I have to bring up because if I don't, my brain's going to explode. You were you were in a documentary that I saw in the theater. I saw it 3 times. In the theater, it's called Lost Souls, and it was the Richard Stanley hosted the event at the silent movie theater when that still existed, and this was a documentary about a movie called The Island of Dr. Moreau,
Which I quit.
which you quit.
But I got paid $250,000 before I quit.
Hell yeah. Good quit.
Can we talk about it a little bit? Will you tell us a little bit and get
I'd
closer to
quit
the
some
mic? Let's get
shit
the
right
mic on you
now.
just a little
Funny,
closer.
I never told them the real stories, and I'm not going to tell you guys tonight. But that was a crazy, crazy experience. I mean, I quit a movie. Wait, here's the only regret. I would have had a poster that said Marlon Brando, Rob Morrow, and Val Kilmer over the fucking title. Can we curse? What are we?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
just say whatever you want.
So I curse a lot, but I can refrain if I'm on a Tonight Show or
it's
something.
the Hollywood fucking improv. Yeah.
So my regret is that I didn't get that poster, but it was in complete anarchy, and I remember, I'll never forget. I would literally, because it was back when we were using faxes then, and I was sending SOS faxes to my lawyer saying, "Get me out of this." It was. But you saw the
Because
documentary.
if you haven't seen the documentary, Richard Stanley, this guy, had wanted his entire life to make the movie The Island of Dr. Moreau. He'd written the script like more than a dozen times.
Island of Dr. Moreau is an H.G. Wells novel about kind of the danger of genetic engineering, right?
Right.
It's very prescient, and even now it could make a great.
And for this audience, basically they knocked it off in South Park a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Did
You've
they?
seen it.
Yeah, they
That's
really
probably where
have.
you've seen it. Yeah.
The one I did, or the
Yeah,
one I-
yeah, that one. They've
They got
knocked
like
it
a
off.
guy who looks like Brando. He's got like a little one and the whole deal. Yeah.
Numerous times. Well,
Oh
what
my
ended up
God.
happening was they go out to go make this movie, and there's a hurricane, and it washes away the entire set. Right? And so then everyone's like stranded out there. It's not a good situation. And they have to rebuild everything from scratch. And slowly, this guy it was his dream to make this movie, his dream is just fucking crumbling in front of him, right? And then you leave the movie, right? And they move Val Kilmer up from the role he was playing to the role you played.
No,
right?
what happened was Bruce Willis was playing. Bruce Willis was in it. It was Marlon, Bruce, and Val. Bruce quit.
Yeah,
I
Bruce
think he
quit.
knew what was coming, and they brought me in, and Val moved into Bruce's part, and I moved into my part, and then eventually I quit. But I can't tell you because it's going to hurt. It's not good for some people that I would say why it went south. But it was.
But the interesting part that always sits with me about this movie, especially about the documentary, is that they fire Richard Stanley from his movie. Okay, the director.
He's like
And they
30
go,
years old. His
30 years
dream.
old.
He's directing Marlon Brando, Val Kilmer, and me.
Yeah, and he's lost control. Marlon Brando is changed his entire costume. He's wearing an ice bucket on his head. he's given all of the lines of dialogue of one of the characters to a dwarf that barely speaks any
Wait,
English.
let me just interject 1 second. So
Yeah.
Marlon shows up and he's like, he wants this dwarf guy, this teeny guy, to be in exactly his same costume. So it's Marlon Brando in a white 3-piece suit and this little guy in a white 3-piece suit.
The mini-me thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
first. Yeah, it's first mini-me.
Yeah.
And wait, here's the crazy thing. In all the scenes, Marlon has a hat like Lincoln, but white, but the top of the hat is open, and he wants this little guy standing on the table, dropping ice cubes into his hat. Right? 'Cause it's so insane.
It's
You're
so
like,
weird.
what?
So, long story short, Richard Stanley gets fired. They put him in a
Yeah.
cab. They send him to the airport. He gets out of the cab, walks into the airport, comes right back out, gets into another cab, goes back to the set, army crawls onto the set, meets up with the guy who runs the extras department, gets the extras guy to put him in a costume and a mask, and then he does extra work on his fucking movie. And does things like sets fires on the set and like lights fireworks off while they're filming. Like does fucking crazy shit. If you haven't seen Lost Souls, go fucking rent this movie. It will change your life.
And that's only half the story, I'm telling you.
Holy
I
shit.
absolutely love that. Before we have I got one or two questions before we wrap things up. Numbers. This show was a fucking massive hit
Yeah.
for you. What was it like working on a show like that?
It was fun, because up to then I played a lot of loquacious characters, people that talked a lot, and this guy was.
Use the word loquacious.
I played characters that used the word loquacious, but like he was laconic, but the thing that was interesting was like I'm not a gun guy. Like I'm so not a gun guy. I'm completely the opposite of that. But I also was a kid who played cowboys and Indians and dug all that shit. And so we'd get on the set and they'd be like, we'd have these technical advisors and they'd be like, real FBI guys, and they'd be like, it's not like in the movies. Like when you get someone in your sights, you don't, it's not like you're not spraying them. You're like you take calculated shots even though it's an automatic weapon. So you're like. And I'd be like, cool, no problem. They go roll the camera, and I go.
So fun.
That's so great. That's amazing. Rob, where are you performing next that people want to go see you perform? Because you're amazing.
We're doing Carlos and I have a band. We write all this music together, and we have this single out that's on Apple and all the digital tunes. And then we're playing a really great venue called Bogies in Westlake, July 15th.
That's awesome. Well,
yeah.
guys, go check him out. And also, it's official Rob Morrow or the Rob
Official
Morrow?
Rob Morrow is on Instagram, and then Rob Morrow's Twitter.
That's awesome. Give him a big round of applause, guys.
Amazing.
Rob Morrow. Big applause. Come on, keep it going. Keep it going.
Wah wah.
Come on, keep it going. Keep it going. quick prizes we're going to give away, and we're bringing up our last guest of the night. This is one of our big new sponsors. This is from Momentum Brands, based out of China. They're one of our new sponsors. They're really great. Sometimes you don't have the time, but you need the time, and that's why they created 20-inch vintage wall clock. 20-inch vintage wall clock for the time.
Yep.
Who would like it? Who wants it?
Oh my gosh,
All right,
so many folks.
Yeah, there
back
we go.
there.
People back
There's
there.
folks back here. There's a deep
Sarah,
corner cuts
Sarah
over there.
Salthouse, can you come grab this if you're here? Cora or Sarah, maybe one of you guys,
Just
whoever
glue it
wants
to the
come-
back of your phone.
Come running up.
Here, why don't I just grab it? Should I just grab
Ryan,
it?
yeah,
Who am I
Ryan.
giving it to?
Pick a winner.
Ryan,
Ryan, you
take
got
it to
it.
one of those people. back
I want it. I'm leaving with the clock,
Give it to that
everybody.
one,
I'm leaving
straight
with the
ahead.
clock.
You can purchase
you
one
go.
you can purchase one at the 99-cent store on La Brea, in case you really want that clock.
We have another sponsor. This is a sponsor. This is real. It's
a real thing.
What I'm about to read to you, this is from NDM Network. They are based out of Russia. And they did sponsor the show, which is very cool. Their company, Trackimo Guard 3G, is a actual tracking device. You can put it on anything. Your dog, your girlfriend. Don't do that. That's
An
against
X.
the law.
Put it on an X.
Put it on an X.
See what they're up
Rob
to.
Morrow, everybody.
Rob Morrow.
Use it for whatever you want. You could track
You could
people.
I
You
got
can track yourself.
Yeah.
Put it in Rob
Who would
Morrow's
like
pocket
it? It's
and
worth.
find where
It's
he
about
is.
$100. One of these
right
things.
here.
All right, we got one right there. Send it to that guy over there.
Who's that guy?
over there.
That guy?
That guy there.
Okay.
He's going to hide it under somebody's driver's seat, I'm sure of it. You're going to track
And
her.
This is
Okay.
also a sponsor of the show. This is from a company called Doc Johnson. I think they're a medical supply company. This is called Optimal Men's Sexual Health and Wellness Vibrating
men's
Double
sexual
C.
health and wellness. She's waving her arms before you even described it.
Take it all the way straight back there. Optimize every opportunity is what they say.
Is that another one you-
Optimize every opportunity.
too?
Powerful stimulation for you and your partner.
I'm going to go ahead and
But
take
how
this
does
now.
it work?
Oh,
Mike,
I thought they were
Matt,
pills.
pull out that giant dick and show everybody how that shit works. Get it back
Slow
there.
fit.
There we go.
Wait, what's happening? Who am I giving this to? Glickman?
Yourself. Oh, give it to Jessie Lee, because Jessie Lee is, I believe, an actress in adult film work. So she
Something
actually
like
needs
that.
it. But for this lady right here, this is our last sponsor of the night, and it's very, very exciting. For all of you non-Jews that still need to sleep, straight from Style Lab for Fashion Angels, bacon pillows. Let's send that straight back. Send it
straight back.
Oh, she got it.
She got
She
it.
got that one.
There's your winner.
All right. Well,
Take
look,
it.
I got to bring up our last
Do you want me
guest
to
of the
pass
night.
it? Oh, she's being gracious.
Ladies and
You-
gentlemen,
you
our
get a bacon
last
pillow.
guest of the night. This is a big fucking deal, and I need you guys. I need your full support because we're gonna wrap this thing up in a way that you can't even believe, especially because it hurt for it to happen. Our
that's
last
so
guest
true.
of the night was a professional skateboarder who became one of the top radio personalities on SiriusXM. This guy is a fucking beast, and we love him. And his book, I'm Awesome, is incredible. Please welcome our dear friend Jason Ellis. Jason Ellis.
Hell yeah.
I don't do
Jason.
any voices, just for the record.
You don't have to do it. You have a great voice as is.
Yeah, but that's it.
Jason, you're such a fucking great guy. Thanks for being out late and fucking around with us. I really appreciate it, man. You're a good man. And thanks for having me on your show. Your fucking fans are terrific people.
Where are they?
I know. I don't.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad.
Front row. This guy right here.
I
Front row.
figured there was only one. I mean, none. So there's one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's
so
one.
They're
There's
great.
at least one.
He looks great.
If not three. There's a bunch. what I think is really fucking crazy is like I'll go do this morning radio show sometimes, and then you go look on Twitter, and you get a couple mentions. People do this kind of shit. But then I did your show, and we talked about like serious shit. We talked about like very serious stuff on your show.
Did we?
Yeah, we talked about my dick almost getting torn off.
How's that serious?
Well, it's stuff I
serious.
can talk about on
Wasn't
Sirius.
that you just fucking what is that thing you do when you're sad?
Look, it was a sex robot, and it was a mistake.
Yeah, sex robot.
The point
It wasn't a
is,
sex robot, wasn't it? Like a
Blowjob machine.
fleshlight, right?
it was a fleshlight.
Yeah, you're calling it a robot. You just fucked your hand and got stuck or something.
No, it was.
That's why I call it a not big deal. Oh, Jason came on the show, talk about his penis almost came off. Turns out he got his dick stuck in some fleshlight thing for Desperados.
It was a robotic
He put too much
fleshlight.
lube in it or something. I'm like, it didn't really come off, or there wasn't a robot that was like, and you ducked it. You're not fucking Neo, You just... you don't have a dick. You don't know what it's like.
You don't know what it's like. You want to fuck robots.
Yeah, you want to stick it in everything.
Everything.
Even if it looks like it's going to bite it off, you don't know.
You go, those teeth
You don't know what it's like. It's
you're
not
like,
always...
those teeth don't look so sharp.
Yeah, sometimes everybody doesn't want to do anything to it, so you have to fuck a robot.
Yeah.
That could potentially eat it.
Yeah, you never know.
Or I could come. This is worth it.
One of the two. One of the two.
Or both.
Quality.
Sorry, shouldn't be here.
I was looking through some of your past fights because you fight as a fighter. You're
Not
a fight.
really.
You
Not
do
really.
fight.
Nope.
You're undefeated.
Yes, you
Yes,
are
because
too
I'm not. I don't
undefeated.
fight tough people.
Would you pull the clip up for a second? Pull the clip up. We have a little clip of you fighting. Look at this fucking. There's a lot of fighting involved in this thing. Look at that! Oh no, God! Okay, all right. Let me turn the music down for a second. Let me ask you. Turn
I'm
the
not a
lights back
fighter.
up. Turn the lights back up.
You made a video to make it look like I'm a fighter.
Look
Why?
at that one. You got punched in the head by Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, well, that doesn't take... You don't have to be a fighter to do that. You have to be a fucking idiot.
You also got. There's a video here where you get
If
punched.
you said, hey, everybody, check out this fucking idiot on the screen, I'd be like, yeah, look at it. Don't say fighter, man. Let's be serious.
When you.
Okay, that one fight, that one
that's
punch.
a real fight.
That's the only time
Look
I
at
ever...
that.
Yeah,
That's pink.
that
That's
pink?
pink
Yeah.
punching you
yeah,
in the face.
I'm getting punched.
You do. You look at
Yeah,
you.
I'm getting punched, man. It's always getting punched.
When you get punched in the face,
It's me getting strangled. Yeah, go me.
how do you feel? How do
Fucking
you
hell, man. Stay in school, kids.
when you're in the ring? What does it feel like? Is it fucking? Are you nervous?
Which part? Like when I'm winning or when I'm losing?
Either way, like how do you?
Oh, it's
feel
totally
when you get
different.
in?
You got to ask
When
two
you're
different
winning-
questions. When you're winning, it feels
right.
awesome. When you're losing, it's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like you're drowning.
Does it feel the same the next day though? Like it's just a lot of pain?
Well, it's different for me because I've never lost a real fight. I've only lost like a fight where I said I would fight somebody who's a million times better than me in front of all my fans.
Yeah.
So I was like, I already knew when I accepted the fight that I'm going to get knocked down in front of everybody and everyone's going to go, that was worth it, Jason, thank you. So I already faced it before the fight happened. But all the other fights where I fight somebody that it's fair,
Yeah.
I won.
Yeah,
And it's,
nice.
it's not real. It's only like a couple of fights. If I did it for a living, then I would eventually meet my maker. That's what happens.
Yeah, but we don't do that. Like I
well,
feel
yeah.
like,
I
let me
like
tell you something. Earlier today.
Oh no, on normal people, I kick the shit out of you.
Right. No, I know.
Yeah, but
I'm sure.
MMA fighters that I go to the gym with all the time, no, I'm a giant vag.
Well, like earlier today, I'm driving in the car with Matt, and Matt is what we like to call in the business an asshole, right?
Yeah.
And so we've had situations like we were at the Rite Aid where and I was buying something from the counter, and the guy behind the counter goes, "Oh, you're not trying to break 100, are you?" And he goes, "100? He's trying to break 300." Yeah. And the fucking guy behind the counter like clammed up and got real nervous.
It was a bit quick.
Yeah, but he does that shit like he does it all the time.
Right.
All the time.
So I was saying,
Well, at least he's doing it on his feet, not in like behind the wheel. I respect the guy that can do it.
yeah,
on
he
his
does
feet.
it. He does it all the time.
Because I could still punch you in the face over the counter, you know.
You fly over the top.
Well, what I realized was his roommate is a lawyer. And that's why he doesn't mind giving people shit and being a fucking asshole, because if someone fucking hits him, he can just sue them. That's why he lives with this guy.
It's an interesting theory.
It's never
kind
happened.
of amazing.
That's like talking shit in the ghetto because you got a bulletproof vest.
Right?
I can still shoot you in the face.
It's,
All right, we were talking about about your jump from being a professional skateboarder to being a hosting a show. How the fuck did this happen? How did you go from being a pro skater to then hosting a very successful show on SiriusXM?
Tony Hawk. It's really easy. If you know Tony Hawk, anybody can do it. Yeah, I mean, I rode a skateboard for a very long time, and I was friends with Tony Hawk. It was an accidental friendship because I'm a drug-taking maniac, and he's like a really nice person. and no one ever would have thought that we would, unite and become best buds. But we did. But that's like secretly between you and me. It's just recorded. Whatever.
Yeah.
In the end, after he made the 900, he drank a lot.
Hell yeah.
So we had a lot of fun. That's as far as it's gonna go. But he's fucked up. He's fucked up. Well, okay, he taught me about a cat in a bathtub. That's the one thing that I'll tell you about.
He taught you about a cat in a
He's
bathtub?
like, you know what a cat in a bathtub is? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, it's when you fuck a chicken, you put the balls in the ass. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my God.
And he's
what?
like, you don't know about that? I'm like, what? I don't have a cat. No. And I'm like, who are you? He's like, yeah, Tony Hawk. I'm like, wow, yeah, wow. No, that's not really this. He did tell me that.
Holy shit.
He did tell me that.
Are you
I swear.
serious?
Yeah, man.
That
And
is
then he
the
gave me his
greatest
baby
thing.
and left. He came back like 5 minutes later, but I was really scared. I never held a baby before.
That's so fucking great.
I'm not lying.
We had Tyler Shields on our show not that long ago. Did you know him back on the circuit when he was rollerblading and you guys were skating?
Who?
Tyler Shields. You
Who the
know
fuck
this
is
guy?
Tyler Shields?
No,
He's the
a
guy that took
photographer.
the picture of Kathy Griffin holding Donald Trump's head.
But he was
Oh, I don't-
13 and he was on tour with Tony Hawk and you guys back in the day. Like I don't know if he
Oh,
was
he
there
was?
with you.
yeah, he,
but he was like a
he
kid.
remembers you. You may not remember him.
Yeah, I don't give a
Yeah.
Did he skateboard good?
He was
No,
a rollerblader.
He was a
Yeah.
rollerblader.
Oh, then yeah, I totally documented all the rollerbladers. He's lucky he didn't look like that fucking photo. I hate rollerbladers. It's not a sport.
No, it's really
Sorry,
not. It's okay.
Can't start that shit with me.
No.
Fuck what photo he took. He sucks. Skateboard for life.
You had a band for
I'm
a
not.
while.
Once
Yep.
again, nope.
Yes, you did.
Nope.
You had
I'm
a
a fake
band.
singer like you.
You actually had there was a band, and the band was called Death, Death, Die. That is a true thing that happened. I know it for a fact. I know there's a music video out
No,
there.
it isn't. Nope, you don't
You
have
may
it.
you may be able to find one.
Okay, good.
For Death,
Then
Death,
it didn't happen.
Die.
No, I had Tony Hawk's Taint Stick because I was trying to make fun because I was a DJ because I was like, I'm going to move to LA and retire from skateboarding and be the next Howard Stern. So I'm just going to move to LA and I'm going to talk over music and talk shit and fucking rule the world. It's going to be a master plan. Trust me.
Yeah.
Just stay with me for 10 years and it'll work out. So I just talked a bunch of shit about everything and somehow people felt, I don't know why people didn't tell me to like fire me. You know what I mean? Because someone said, you can't say that. And I was like, I'm saying it. And then someone's like, you got to learn how to say stuff about music. So you need to use MySpace to, because I can't read or write. So MySpace was like, sure, I'll type in like the band's name, which took me a very long time. And then I would type it in and I'd be like, look at these fucking morons. So instead of saying like how bad their band was, I'd say how stupid they looked.
Yeah.
And it was an accident. People just liked it. And they were like, the dude with the accent is talking shit on the band is hilarious. And then I just got a job.
Amazing.
And so Death, Death.
Oh, you
so
do
Death. Look how much fun you guys are having. All right. That's
Look, that song's called A is for Anal. The true story there is I didn't really like my wife anymore, so I got an A with a love heart around it so nobody would try to have sex with me. And then I just somebody had sex with me anyway or something, and I got divorced. But before I even, my friend was like, "Oh, A for anal," and I was like, Oh, that's a song. So, it's supposed to be for my ex-wife, but turns out I just really love anal.
Well, who could blame you?
But yeah, I did make that band to make fun of the bands that I was announcing, and then some big boss in New York said, "You're not allowed to play your band because it's not relevant." So then I made another song about what was in the news called "Can I Shoot a Load on Your Face?"
Oh my God.
I mean, the other lyrics were about what's relevant at that time, and then the hook was, "But can I shoot a load on your face?" You got to be there. But I remember being so happy because everybody that listened thought it was the greatest song ever. It's a really bad song, and my boss could not do shit. I shut his fucking ass down. He got fired like 10 years later. I'm still there. Very
Fuck
rich.
that guy. That's amazing. I love
Yeah,
it.
fucking.
What about acting? You ever do
No,
any
I'm really bad
acting?
at it.
Yeah, do you ever think
I've done it, and I'm
you
really
have?
bad at it. I mean, a lot of deleted scenes.
Yeah.
One time I'm good at dying, and I'm good at like, oh, I'm a crazy tattoo guy. Fucking basic asshole.
Yeah, no.
I can't be a doctor or, hey man, I don't have a voice. I don't do it. I just suck. I'm just a Neanderthal. I'm good at radio. That's it.
You really are. You're really great at radio. I love listening to your show. Your fucking show is fantastic, and you really don't have any problem touching on any subject. Is there anything that you've ever like shy away from? Is there anything that you feel weird about?
No.
Have you ever had someone come on and be like, "Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have
Yes.
said that." Like what? Like what type of stuff?
I mean,
sex
anybody.
stuff or was it weird stuff like where they admit
I mean, I
something?
feel like I always used to think that it was, if I'm super honest, then you will, especially if you're egotistical, which is famous people, will match you.
Yeah.
So if I'm like, I was molested when I was a kid, suck dick, go to glory holes every now and then, so everyone's going to get uncomfortable, but, I did hookah with prostitutes. What did you do today?
right.
You know what I mean? A lot of ego people are like, well, I did shots out of somebody's pussy. I'm like, wow, that's pretty harsh. Who says that? They're like, whoa. Because I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not famous. I can do what I do.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have said that.
A lot of it's in here.
Yeah,
A
seriously.
lot of it is
yeah.
in here.
Yeah, a lot of it is in there. We were hoping if you would you consider this? Would you consider this? Matt, would you mind putting the mic where it goes? Here's what I was hoping.
What does that mean in the context of this interview?
Yeah, we'll do that on
A
Jason's
is for
show.
anal.
I don't put mics where it goes on my show.
What I was gonna
Clarify real quick.
Yeah, it's different show. I was going to ask you if you would read a little selection from your book. This is the book here. I'm Awesome. This is one of two books. You have a second book, and you're currently on a third?
Yeah,
Is that true?
third one. It's been a long time. The second one was a joke, like, because that's a New York Times bestseller. So then they made me, like, squeeze my dick for some sellout money.
Yeah. Of
Say-
course.
And like make up some shit. Like, what would it be like to be totally awesome? I don't know. Let me make up some shit. Have an accent, a lot of money. Stupid.
Well, if
That
you
one's
would,
real. That
would
one's-
you
that one's
consider
real.
reading?
I can't read, by the way.
Just read like a little
People
bit.
don't
of it.
know this. He sent me an email today saying, "Hey man, can you read from your book?" And I'm like, "I can't read." And then I was like, he's gonna think I'm joking.
Oh no!
I mean, I really can't read.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it's
shoot.
see, it's
Hey,
it's
Glazer can
written-
read it.
Jason Ellis' book, written by Michael Tully, because I'm an illiterate moron.
All right. Well, how about this? Glazer will read it. I'm going to play the piano.
I'll pull my sad
softly.
face while he reads it.
Yeah,
Is
let's
it going to be the
dim
sad
the lights. Let's
Either
dim the
that,
lights.
or if you have a great story to play with piano, I don't want to step on the fact that your
no,
voice sounds
Wait,
amazing.
like
Do
a
you wanna-
sad
Do you
story?
want to tell like a dirty story, a very dirty, sexy story, and I'll play
yeah,
the piano
something
while
like
you tell it?
way more interesting than me pretending to be you and my tattoos are
Yeah,
not
because
what yours
especially
are.
if you do the accent, it's going to bum me
Yeah.
out.
It's gonna
Right?
bum
Come
me
on.
out. All right, hang
Oh,
on.
mate. There I was with the shrimp on a Barbie. Yeah. It's not going to be good. No, that's not my fucking story, dude.
Wearing sandals and cargo shorts.
Wait. Man. So anyway, I look weird, right? I got to play this piano thing. It's good. So, yeah, I look funny, right? And when I go to glory holes, people think, man, is he going to kill me? But what they don't know is I just want to get sucked off like the rest of you assholes. So why you got to look at me so weird? Just because maybe I'm a little more into wolves than the rest of you. Is it a crime? I mean, really think about it. Got a wolf on my head. I'm not a murderer, just like animals. And gay sex through mysterious holes. So come on, homos. I can say that. Get down there and enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
That was amazing.
Jason Ellis, everybody. How great was that? All right, hang on, Jason. We have a special guest to end this night. Guys, the Nighttime Show will be back August 18th. With some wonderful and incredible guests. We hope that you guys return for that. But to end this thing out, here is a very true thing that happened. Jason calls me up. He goes, hey, we are going to tape an episode of our show live from the house.
At a reasonable time.
At a reasonable time. And I say, wow, that sure does sound like fun. And he goes, would you like to come over? We're going to play some games. And I go, okay. And so I show up at his house, and there is a lot of people at this house, including Tyler Posey from the TV show Teen Wolf. And he's shirtless, and the ladies are excited.
Why are you bringing that up?
I don't know. It's weird.
You're making it like you're telling like a bunch of 14-year-old girls a story.
So anyways, here's what happens is, so then we have to all play ping pong around a ping pong
Sting
table.
pong.
What's it called?
Sting pong.
Sting pong. So we
You got to
have
do a circle.
You go
You got
around
to lob
in
it
a
over to
circle.
the other person. They lob it back,
Yeah.
and then you put the bat down right after you lob it, and the person behind you picks up the bat. So you keep doing a circle around the table.
Yes.
The person who misses it has to sting the other person on the back. If they miss, they're out. If they hit, that person who gets hit is out. But the difference is when they get hit, then they have to spin the wheel.
Yeah, they spin
It's the wheel of candy or the wheel of doom.
Right, and so then if you end up with doom, like I did, you have to go into a separate room, which has mats all over the floor and all over the wall.
MMA room, yeah.
And there's an MMA fighter in there, and he beats
He's
the
here.
shit out of you.
Yeah. That's
And-
not exactly how
and
it happens, but yeah.
It's pretty
kinda.
close, and he's here right now.
Yeah,
Is
Eddie
that
Jackson.
Eddie Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eddie Jackson to the stage. Eddie, come on up here. Keep it going for Eddie Jackson. Show them the guns, Eddie. Show them the guns. Look at this. That's Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson, you are a MMA fighter. You do fight a lot. Is that true?
Yes, I do.
Yes, and you fought a lot of people that day, sir, and you did not go easy. You were go. I mean, or maybe you did go easy. You may have gone a little
He
easy.
didn't punch you.
Look, he took Ben Glebe and put Ben Glebe, the comedian, in an arm bar and had him on the ground. And Ben Glebe went, "Hey, come on, man, you're gonna break my arm." And he said, "Tap out, motherfucker." And Ben Glebe was like, "I'm tapping out," and fucking tapped out just before his fucking arm broke. It was the most amazing. It was so amazing.
You got video
and
of that?
you fought a lot of fucking people that day. You fought people all fucking day.
It was about what, 8?
Yeah, 8 or 9 people. I was one of those people.
Yes,
and
Who won?
And yeah,
Who won that fight, Steven?
Yeah, that's a saga that can continue forever, huh?
Yeah, really.
So mysterious. Who
Yeah,
took
I
that
wonder
battle?
Who would have won in that battle?
You
So-
did better than I thought you would do.
Really? Did you really?
No.
No. I had not been in any sort of physical altercation of any way.
Could barely tell.
Really? I mean,
Everybody in the room could barely tell too.
they watched where we have it. You guys want to see it?
Yes.
We've never shown it before, so let's play.
I
And
have.
guys, yeah, I'm sure you have. Guys, thanks so much for coming out. Where can you, Jason? Where can people find you if they want to follow you on the internet?
Fuck off. I'm mysterious.
Hell yeah.
You're the best.
Where can people find a good glory hole in Los Angeles?
Yes,
Jason?
where can they find it?
Oh, that's like Santa Monica. And who's the lady saying that? How's there a girl
Who
saying
is that? Is that my mom?
You're with me.
What's going on
Yes.
back there?
La Brea or some shit. Just one up from La Brea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go
Drop a
there.
pin?
You guys aren't ready for that shit.
All right, let's watch this thing and call it a night. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the nighttime show.
Maybe.
There's.
I've been saying it my whole life, Katie. Put it on.
I'm the fat one. If you need some help on figuring it out.
You do one stretch, like that's gonna like.
Yeah, I do. One stretch.
right?
That'll help. That'll help this situation. Don't worry, we're gonna get on our knees in a second.
That stretch
And
was
suck off.
intimidating as fuck. I did not catch that the first time. I didn't know you were flexing on Eddie straight away.
This guy will get out of the way. Oh, I'm trying to be tough. I got my Reebok pumps on. I'm
One
ready to
shoe
go.
bigger than the other?
What's that?
All right, Steve, if I can get you on your knees, please.
Oh no!
Just tuning in.
It's for the best.
It's a bad choice.
By the way, I'm wearing a T-shirt with Lindsay Lohan on it.
Everything's going to be fine, Steve? Yeah.
Perfect for a Mean Girls night.
Put him in a bike sound. It sounds like that Russian, that Nazi guy that said shh while he was stabbing that one soldier in that.
By the way, this guy's got a great ass. If you're not already.
Same part.
Thank you.
It'll
It'll be at the Glory Hole later tonight.
Yes. That was great. Yeah. Anyway, are we ready? 1, 2, 3.
Move out of the way.
You're in the way. Oh shit. Eddie has had a wrist. This is so awful.
There it is. You got him.
He's got some power. There we go.
I fucking love that so much.
There it is.
You look like you died, kind of.
I did kind of die a little bit.
Real fast, too.
I go face first into the fucking ground.
I feel so much more. I feel bad.
Guys, you're the best. You did great, Eddie. You did great.
I don't know, was that
You
bad?
did do great. You did not.
You really, I did not do great. Guys, thanks so much for coming out. I love you guys. Have a great time and drive safely home. It's the Nighttime Show.